Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome back on my live stream. I'm sorry I've been in and out. Network has really been an issue today. We're just going to take this live stream over again because we'll likely post it. People will have to rewatch it. The video quality is horrible. I've been trying to do this from outside. The video quality is really horrible. So we are just going to manage it the way it is, okay? We'll manage it the way it is. So we're just going to talk about a few things today. We are going to talk about a few things today, and for those of you that have been here before, you know we had started this live stream, and because of network issues, we couldn't continue. So we are just struggling to go about it the little way we can, okay? My name is Jume Priska. Sorry for all the ranting, and welcome to this space. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. Check my channel, and if what you see is what you like, please consider joining the family, supporting the channel the little way you can, okay? If you check below this video, you'll see how you can do that. You can join my membership here. Today we'll be talking about the fall of Psquare. And also the Cameroonian basketballer Joel Eimbiid that has been disowned by his fellow countrymen. So we won't we'll go right away because of network issue. As you're coming in, please give us a thumbs up. Your opinion will be really appreciated in the comment section, okay? And share the video, give the video a thumbs up for all of you that are joining us right away. So one of the Iroko trees of Nigeria is shaken, is partially falling. I don't want to say it has fallen. Psquare. Most of us know them by the name Psquare, and usually people know just two people involved, that's Peter and Paul. Today we're just going to brief you a bit about what Psquare is all about and what is happening in this brand and with this family. The thing has been hot on the internet, back and forth. Everyone is coming with evidences, making videos, going live to justify his or her own case. A few years back, for those of you that have been following this popular artist and Nigerian musician that are loved, and their videos are so much loved both home in Africa and abroad. Internationally, they are known for their good piece of music. A few years back, Peter and Paul, the twins, were fighting, and it caused a rift in the brand. The brand name is Psquare. It caused a rift in the brand. People were going back and forth, trying to beg for them to reconcile. And until one day, they resolved their problem. We were so happy that finally happened. Now something came up. Something came up again. We thought the problem was resolved, but actually, probably it was beneath the carpet and it's resurfacing. Yes, it's resurfacing. This brand is made up of three people. Three people. We have Peter Okoye, Paul Okoye, and Jude Okoye. They are all siblings and they have a brand, a business, which is Psquare. Most people know just the twin, that's Peter and Paul, but it's good to know today that their senior brother is Jude Okoye and he is the manager of the brand. When these two siblings, the twins, Peter and Paul, realized they had a talent, they could do music, but they never had money to bring the thing to the world, to bring their talent, to showcase their talent to the world. They went to their brother supported, he saw that they had some good talents and he saw that he could invest in it, and right away he did just so. Jude Okoye, as a senior brother, invested his money and everything, his connection, on his siblings and brought them to Lagos from Jos, and then put in place all necessary actions for their brand, for their music to become known by the world. And here we are today, you are able to enjoy this music and you know who these people are. Now, eventually, they made money. Few years after, they signed a memorandum. Like, thank you for all of those that are coming in. I see you. Please give us a thumbs up as you're coming and share the video if you can, okay? So, they had to make a memorandum where they signed some business contracts, like how they are going to handle the whole business issue. And here we are a few years back. It's like some things are not working the way they wanted them to be. It's causing a rift in the business. Please give us a thumbs up as you're coming. It's causing a rift in the business. Peter Okoye, whom everybody knows and claims to be marginalized, he claims to be the victim in the whole thing, has signed a petition. He went and dropped a complaint at the Efcc against the manager of the brand and their senior brother, Jude Okoye, for stealing royalties, that's stealing their business money, secretly transferring it into secret accounts that they just recently discovered. So guess what, guys? It is a whole problem. This is stealing business money. And I love the way they handle it. They didn't just do this business as it's a family thing. They have documents, they sign memorandums, they have agreements by the three parties involved, and even witnesses. So many years back, when all this issue has been hitting the internet back and forth, Jude Okoye, the eldest, the manager, has never come up to say his own side of the story. And all along, many people looked at him to be the bad one here, to be the bad seed, to be the wicked, the bad man. Yeah, let me say it so. Until recently, he has just been hitting his social media page with evidences back and forth, like past bows. Guys, tell me what you think about this whole thing. Like, if you're following this issue in the internet, tell me what you think about them. Whom do you think could be at fault? Like, who is the bad person here? I'm going to tell you a little bit about what has been happening. Peter, as I said, that claimed to be marginalized, went to a EFCC, dropped a complaint. The EFCC followed up, called Jude Okoye for questioning. They called him for questioning and they have been investigating on the matter very seriously. Mr. Jude Okoye himself confirms that the EFCC has been at their work, like they are perfect at what they do. They know what they are doing. He said the doc-up files and bank transactions of 19 where, as we say in Cameroon, so many years back, which he cannot even remember what transactions, to whom he even sent the money. They were questioning him on these issues. So he applauded the EFCC for a job well done. But on all the videos he has been making trying to explain himself, many people out there, like the online family members, claim that he was not saying sense. He was just ranting, trying to justify himself with no valid or tangible reasons. Like, he was just speaking a whole lot of things that did not make sense for many of us. People were asking, you chop Peter money or you not chop Peter money? And he could not answer directly. He kept claiming that what he took is what rightfully belonged to him. Like, the money he took is what rightfully belongs to him. He was not stealing. He also, on his numerous videos, claimed, on one of his videos, claimed, Jude Okoye, that's the manager, claimed that this bank account that he said he is using to steal royalties was owned by the company's accountants and the transactions belonged to the company accountants. Hey, hey. But after the EFCC checked, they realized that he too had some transactions being done. His money was passed, and they're asking if the worker, you have transactions to do, don't you have a bank account? Why do you use the account of an employee? Why do you want to reap where you did not sow? So many questions hitting left and right. Now, guys, tell me what you think about all this in the comment section. Do you think he was right about this issue? Well, I'm going to burst your balloons. I will shock you guys. A few hours ago, Jude Okoye, he dropped a post on his Instagram handle. Those are copies of their memorandum. Yes, Papa. Those are copies of their the agreement they made, the three of them, few years after they had started their music brand. They made an agreement. And on this agreement, everything is said, like everything. If you see this post, guys, if you just see this post, you read the contract, that agreement, that memorandum, then you will realize that Jude has just been fighting for what was his. He has not been stealing. Peter somehow could be either he's too business minded or he's greedy. Those are the terms I may use. Please give us a thumbs up as you're coming in, okay? Please. When you check this memorandum, guys, the business there stated that 30% of the funds they will generate from their brand will go to Mr. P, that's Peter Okoye. Another 30% will go to Mr. Paul, that's Rude Boy. That's 60% already. Then 25% is going to go in to the manager, that's Jude Okoye, the person they are claiming he's stealing business money. He's stealing royalties. He had to have 25% of the whole thing. Sorry, guys. Have a cough, a cold even. So that makes it 85%. And 15%, the remaining 15% was supposed to be shared, used as salaries, is supposed to be used for their projects, investment on making this brand become a better one. So under normal circumstances, Jude Okoye, the eldest brother and the manager of the business, deserve to have 25%. The question that comes in, many people are like, 25% for what? Like, what did he do to have 25%? People go suffer, sing song, go get popularity. One man go dey chop 25%. Why? Guys, you can have the talent, you can sing the song, but you need something else to push that music out there, to send it to the world. You need connection, you need money, you need knowledge in order to get a producer, in order to get all the elements involved. And that is the work of the manager. That is the work of the manager. That's what Jude Okoye has been doing. Now, for a while now, they've not been able to release hits, like heated songs that could generate income. The money they're just fighting all this while is income generated from the past music they have made in the past. Jude Okoye claims that his brother Peter just tapped him from the back. He was smiling with him, whereas he was dropping a complaint about him, a petition at the EFCC. He claimed that 2 months ago, his brother went to the EFCC, dropped a petition against him, left EFCC, came to his house and was playing with his child. That's a nephew of Peter. They were playing together. They were all fine. Whereas behind, few minutes later, earlier, he had dropped a petition against his brother. So Jude was so mad at this action. He was like, why? So I'm smiling with you, whereas you're trying to kill me. But I don't think that children, family, other family members have to be involved when the elder ones are fighting. I don't think it's supposed to be so. No, it's not supposed to be so. So I think Peter is just being professional here. Yes, he's just being professional. That's why he chose to keep the kids away from this whole matter. He chose to keep the kids away from this whole matter. He's fighting the battle. It's true they say that when two elephants are fighting, the grass suffers. But it shouldn't be the case here. These are grown up men, 45 years, 45 years and above. Grown up men fighting. It's a business, it's a family issue. They are fighting. Many people are accusing Peter's wife for being a bad influence, influencing his husband, Mr. P, to get this greedy. Tell me down in the comment section what is your opinion about it. Do you think the wife should be blamed for this? I always say that no matter the advice that people give you, if you go to some people, if you go to someone for them to give you an advice and they tell you, do like this, at the end of the day, do not claim that this decision, your final decision, was taken by the person that advised you. No, you get accountable for the decision you made. If it ends up being the good one or the bad one, you get accountable. Please give us a thumbs up as you're coming in, guys. Please give us a thumbs up and share the video, okay? You get accountable. So for all of you that are blaming their wives for being bad influences, I think at the end of the day, the husbands, they are grown-up men. They are accountable for the decisions they are taking, okay? They are accountable for those decisions. The EFCC is still at it, and Mr. Jude, the manager, is not giving up on these guys. He is not giving up. He keeps bringing proofs here and there, like exhibits here and there. He's posting them. Some people even claim, they were asking, are you obliged to go this far just to claim your name, to clear your name? Guys, na person wey they never accuse. If they never accuse you, you no go know say you fit bring evidence, you fit bring see, if you are accused for something you're not guilty, even the deepest secret you were never supposed to release, you will release it to clear your name. You will release it to clear your name, because you and jail are just like 5 and 6. The least move can end you to jail, so you're just ready to clear your name. So all of you trying to blame Jude Okoye, the manager here, you've not just been in his shoes. You don't know what he's going through. He's labeled bad by the whole world. He's trying to clear his name. Well, this is just my opinion on how I analyze this whole thing. I'm not there. I don't have full details. It's based on whatever they are giving us on the internet, that I am laying my own analysis and conclusions. Yes. It's sad to say that the twins are falling apart. Usually we know how tight twins can stick. Like, they always act like one person. They do things like now one blood, now one head, one mind, one heart, one foot, one leg they get. Yes, that's how twins often act. But in this case, Paul is not siding with his brother Peter. And Peter is so pained about the whole thing. He is so pained. I think it's because Paul thinks or sees the whole matter clearly. He thinks your manager, their elder brother, deserve whatever allocations he's trying to get. Peter also claims that their manager had a secret company, that's Jude Engines. That company has been running for about 11 years without their knowledge. So he's so pained about this. Whereas when the others created their own personal businesses, they informed each other. Peter created his, he informed Paul and Jude. Paul created his, he informed Peter and Paul about it. Now Jude created his and hid it from the twin, from the artist, from our celebrity. And Peter is so mad about the whole thing. Peter is so mad. These companies I'm talking about are private businesses. It's different from their brand, the Psquare brand. Their memorandum allows them to have separate businesses. They are allowed to have to run their own separate businesses that will not depend on the Psquare brand, that label, for whatsoever to get recognized. Yes, it has to be separate. So what do you think about this whole thing in the comment section? Do you think that Jude was right to take this action without sitting down the two others member of the business? Do you think it was the right move? And do you think that Peter is right, claiming that been marginalized, claiming that he's the victim, claiming that he's suffering, like a whole lot of things are happening behind his back? Do you think he's right about this? Tell me down in the comment section if you're watching this video. Guys, this issue is so hot. We pray that they resolve the issue as soon as possible because we miss the brand. Yeah, we miss their talent. They used to give us a whole lot of good Nigerian music, and we love it more when they act or when they sing together. Yeah, we love it more that way. So that's it about this, and we're going to talk about the next thing. This is Cameroon news right from Cameroon, guys. Often we talk about Nigeria, and it's like it's like one country is perfect. I'm just going to briefly talk about this basketballer Joel Embiid. He went out for the Olympics game. The man won, came out victorious. Everything was fine. But during one of his interviews, during after the game, they asked him where he was, who he is. Joel Embiid claimed to be a citizen of the US, like an American. Hey, everyone knows him to be a Cameroonian. Everyone knows he is a Cameroonian. But during the Olympic Games, because he chose to play for the US instead of Cameroon, people are so mad about him. They are so angry. They are so pissed off. After the game, the guy came back home from a business trip. Yes, I'll call it coming back home from a business trip. And at the airport, Cameroonians were on him so hard. Like, what? You have the nerve to come back to this country? You have the nerve to come back here? Didn't you say you are an American? Why don't you go back to where you were? What are you doing here? Couldn't you raise the flag of Africa, the flag of Cameroon? We know that we Cameroonians, this continent, we know our capacity. Yes, we know what we are able to deliver. We have the best. Just that at the level of the finals, we don't often make it. Often, I don't say never. Most often we don't make it. But we know we have the best. We have the best in almost everything. So that's where Cameroonians are angry. They told him to leave, to go back to your country. In fact, we disown you. You are no longer one of us. We don't acknowledge, we don't recognize you as a Cameroonian anymore. Leave. But this is not official yet, okay? These are just online family members that were trolling, dragging him left and right, and accusing him for whatsoever happened. But I just want us to reason with this a bit. If you are an African, if you are in Cameroon, if you are in Nigeria, and as a basketball player, you were given the opportunity to play either for your country or for the US or for America, I mean to say. I mean, even in your wildest sleep, even if it's in a nightmare you will always choose. Most people will choose to play for America. That's just what Joel Embiid did. He chose to play for the US because he knew the terms, the condition, the pay package, everything will be way better. Even the treatment will be way better than playing for his own country. He was just being business minded. If you were given this opportunity, you will do the same thing. Yes, you will do. Some people will even do worse. Like they will go for the Olympic, they will go for the game, and they will not return. They will not even return. They will just look for a way to stay there again. Joe just look for ways to stay there. But the young man went for a business trip and he's back victorious. Instead of celebrating with him, we're dragging him left and right. Please give us a thumbs up if you're here, okay? Share the video if you can. If you know about Joel and Bede, this Cameroonian basketballer that went for the Olympic and came back, he claimed he was a US citizen during the Olympics, and at the airport he was being trolled and rejected. If you know about it, tell me what you think about this whole thing in down in the comment section, okay? So that's just it. Let's try to reason it from that direction. This guy was just acting like a businessman. Acting like a businessman. It's not every day that you're going to carry your country's flag to the top. I'm patriotic, yes, I'm patriotic. But at some point, you have to look at your own side too, how it's going to benefit you too. That's just what Joel and Big did. Please, you guys should leave this young man alone. Try to praise him, try to applaud him. At the end of the day, he's a Cameroonian. If he plays for the US or if he plays for Cameroon, he ends up being a Cameroonian. And the praise will go to Africa. We will still receive the praise for producing the best, even though he, he played for a different country. So that's it, guys. That's it. We're just going to end this live stream here. We don't want to be too long. The internet has really been crazy on us. We went out and in so many times trying to figure this whole thing out. So we'll just make a resume about what we talk about today. We talk about Psquare, the fall of Psquare, the petition that was made by Peter Okoye. Peter Okoye accused his elder brother, that's the manager of their brand. Their brand name is Psquare. He accused him for being, please. He accused him for stealing royalties, like stealing their business money they make from the music. And when Jude Okoye, the manager, was called by the Efcc to explain himself, to justify his action, he said a whole lot of things. Even though he ended up praising Efcc for being for doing their job so well. He praised the Efcc for doing their job so well because the investigations they made, like the open files he himself could not remember. They dug business transactions for the past years that he could not even remember. They were asking him questions. But it's want to know that Jude Okoye, sorry guys, Jude Okoye came up with evidences, copies of their memorandum, the agreement they had as a team few years after they started their brand, and there it showed that he was entitled to 25% of the funds they made from their music. 25%, while the twin were entitled to 30% each, and the 15 other percentage was to go for salaries. Thank you, Papa. Thank you. Was to go for salaries, to go for their projects. It was to fund up the whole business for it to boast up. Okay, it's a business. So we come to see that somehow Jude Okoye, the manager, Mr. Jude, was just taking what belonged to him. Though the manner in which he chose to do that was not the right path, was not the right way to do. He claimed that the bank account he created he did not create it. He claimed that it belongs to the accountant. He claimed that the transactions were made by the accountant, but the money belonged to him. So that's just my opinion about this whole thing. Drop down in the comment section if you're watching this, what you think about these trending issues. If you've been following them for a long time, tell us in the comment section. If you loved your music, they have some good pieces they drop and really love them, okay? Tell us in the comment section. And as you're watching this video, if you want to support this ministry, want to support this channel for the time, the energy, the data, and everything we put in to bring out this content to you, please check down in the description of this video. Right below this video, you're going to see the link that you can click to join my membership, okay? With as little as $2 monthly, I would truly appreciate. Or right down in this live stream, you can give me a super chat, okay? So I'm going to end the live stream here. If you're watching this, please share and drop your comment. See you in my next video and my next live stream. Bye bye.